Hi, my name is Aaron Higgins and I'm with 1010music. We're here at SUPERBOOTH and we're showing you various different things. We've got the Blackbox and we've got a variety of modules. Blackbox is a new product from our company. Our company was founded about 4 years ago and we do devices based on touchscreens. We steal all the very best ideas from iOS apps and from plugins and repackage them in dedicated hardware that you can use both on your tabletop and in a module. Blackbox is a combination of things that we learned over the past few years, including things like how to make an intuitive interface in a very small space. Touchscreens are great for being responsive and for being versatile, but there's no substitute to having dedicated buttons and knobs for certain functions. So one of the things that makes Blackbox special is that it's very small. It's 500 grams, it's USB powered, it's something that you could run off a USB battery if you chose to do it that way. It also has a variety of outputs that are geared toward modular space. You've got analog ins, analog outs, all of which use plus or minus 5 volt CV DC coupled inputs. What does that mean? It means it plays well with other analog gear and Eurorack gear in a way that other consumer products may not. Let's talk a little bit more about the product. So it is a sampler sequencer, which means you can load in a variety of WAV files, some of which we've supplied. We've supplied up to 3 gigabytes of content, or you can connect the micro SD card to your computer and transfer over as much material as you like. You're really only constrained by the available capacity of the micro SD card, which can be as much as 512 gigabytes. Here in this example, I've got various clips that you can play back. You've got some one-shots that can be triggered from the touchscreen. You've also got the ability to connect Midi controllers, so that if you wanted to play drums or keyboard from something that's more familiar to you, or something that's velocity sensitive, you certainly can. The sampler itself does 3 different sample types. You can do one-shots, like we've shown here. You can do slicing, like we've shown here, and you can also do clips, drum loops, or things that are sort of conformed to tempo and can be adjusted to different tempos. In my first example, I want to record a very basic sequence to show how easy it is to get material into the device. You've got 16 samples, you've got 16 sequences. You can build these sequences comprised of any of the different samples. So here's a very brief example. It may not be the most musical example, but you can see that in a matter of seconds I was able to record this sequence comprised of the different slices of a drum loop. Here's what that looks like up close. You've got a drum loop cut into different pieces that, if I stop this and show a little more slowly, you can see how each different pad plays a different section of the slice. That's one way to use it. I could just as easily record in drums. You could just as easily record in melodic stuff. If I switch over to this, you'll see that with some quick options, I've got other ways I can play. On the touchscreen, you've also got access to playing melodic notes or to playing the pads. On the sequence screen, you've now seen you've got piano roll style editing with the ability to adjust length, the ability to adjust pitch, and scrolling and zooming that can be done at this level to make subtle adjustments via the touchscreen. That's great for editing. The best way to get notes into the device is to use the pads or the touchscreen to enter in the first place. Song mode lets you accumulate different sequences together. You can take as many as 16 sequences and play them all at once, or you can build up slowly or detract or build down slowly by creating a full composition. You've got up to 16 song sections you can use to create a full arrangement. You've also got built-in delay and reverb, which can be assigned on a per pad basis. The last few screens are more housekeeping type things, but the thing to know is Blackbox can do a full song with 16 samples, 16 sequences, and 16 sections. Blackbox is $5.99 US. It's available in Europe for pricing to be determined. It's coming off the factory line any day now. It'll be available throughout the world in late May. Lastly, I mentioned that Blackbox comes from modules. It might be worth pointing out that we do have 5 different modules to choose from. If you're a Eurorack person, you can get many of these saved functions in a dedicated module. If not, a tabletop unit is a nice alternative. Thanks again for watching. My name is Aaron Higgins and I'm with 1010music. Take care.